Hello. Missy Rivers with you once again, professional psychic medium. Thank you for being with me on my channel. It's lovely to do readings for you each and every month. Today we're going to do a reading for the beautiful fire sign of Aries for September 2021. Guys, if you are interested in a personal private reading, that is definitely doable. I do them professionally all day, every day when I'm not on YouTube. So all those details for all of my socials, to follow me, to watch me on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all of the emails and all of the other things, please find the description box below and book a reading with me. Feel free to hook those up. So guys, we're going to jump into the reading for Aries and see what energy in Aries has for them for September. We're going to look at the overall energy with the Angel Oracle, and we're going to look at the tarot and clarify any energies that we need to get through for you so we can get a real read on the energy coming through. So let's connect. So Aries, I keep getting a sense of you needing to defend something, okay? You needing to defend something in the month of September. So we're going to look more into that in a moment. Let's see what we can get for Aries. We have a jumper already. I can't see what it is yet. Aries, September 2021. Aries, September 2021. Okay, we're done. Yeah, okay, interesting. So your jumper is actually the card of be honest with yourself, which is really interesting here. Be honest with yourself. In the month of September, are you honoring everything that you need to be honoring, especially yourself? Now, let's hope all the Aries out there, the beautiful ones I know, I hope that you're not putting yourself into a position where you're actually having to self-sacrifice what you're wanting to say or what you're wanting to do just to keep the peace, because you may feel an internal sense of being defensive but not wanting to say anything. So that actually could lead to passive aggressiveness, which you want to avoid altogether. You know, you're a fire sign. You need to be honest with yourself because you deserve honesty from everyone as well as yourself. So make sure you are being honest with yourself in all situations. Does it make me happy? Does it make me comfortable? If not, I know what to do, okay? That means that you need to have confidence in knowing who you are and knowing what you want and knowing what you will and will not accept, and making sure you're upholding those boundaries, Aries. Okay, you as a star sign can find yourself in very tricky situations that you're not 1,000% comfortable with, but sometimes Aries are way too polite in certain circumstances. I swear to God, you know, for a fire sign, you're way polite than what you need to be in order to make you comfortable. So don't be falling into that trap in September where you're like being taken advantage of or put into any situations where you don't feel completely comfortable or okay. You need to be honest with yourself and have confidence to hold that thing at bay, okay? Now, the next one is ask. When this card comes up, it's talking about asking your guides, asking you support, asking your inner self, really asking for help, asking your family and friends. It's okay to need help. It's nothing wrong with asking for assistance because people love being asked. Your guides love being asked. So asking people for assistance, that's a really healthy thing to do, okay? So keep doing that. Now, release and surrender is the next card here. This is quite clearly talking about releasing and surrendering in order to move on. Now, the fact that the release and surrender comes in and then it's followed by daydream and then what do you desire? This is literally talking about if you have an actual opportunity to release and surrender the old things that are not working with you, and you're honest with yourself about what you really want, and you have confidence to move forward, then you're being asked, well, that's fine, let's do that. But then what else do you want? Because if you don't replace something with something, then you get nothing. So you can cut ties and cut energies and cut peoples and situations, but you have to ask yourself when you do that, what is it I want to replace that with? I quit my job. What do I want to do now? I want to follow my dreams. What is that? Okay, you need to ask yourself some serious questions in September, Aries, because there's some things coming through for you what you need to have the answers to. When you do have those answers, it will work out for you, which is very exciting, but you just have to get going. What are the right answers for you, okay? So we're going to go to the tarot now. Let's go to September 2021 for Aries. What are the messages, signs, and guides coming through for Aries? Okay. So we've definitely got a jumper. Okay, messages, signs, and guidance for Aries, September. Or messages, signs, and guidance for Aries in September. Okay. So we've got a lot of air sign energy in your reading already, which is out of element, okay? It's not a bad thing. It just means that you've been in a mental capacity a lot. So really thinking, overthinking, almost traumatizing yourself with overthinking, okay? Which is leading to the need to rest. So your jumper, Aries, was actually the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is asking you to rest and recover before you're forced to, okay? If you don't respond to the Four of Swords energy, then the Tower card comes in right after it because it's like, okay, okay? We've given you an opportunity to rest and recover and retreat and look after yourself and self-care. You didn't listen, so now we're going to force you to do it. So please take this note of education from the universe going, you know what? I need to rest me. I really need to rest my head, because you've also got the 8 of Swords, which is all about mental entrapment, but it's self-made mental entrapment. So don't overthink something, okay? Don't overthink something and put yourself into a situation. Now you also have the 2 of Wands, the King of Swords, the 9 of Cups, the 8 of Pentacles, and the World card. So what this is talking about is and a bit of an overwhelming energy, to be honest, a bit of an overwhelming energy, guys, for you in September of like, well, I need to find a balance. Okay. So Aries, you'll need to find a balance in September between really being productive and you're on the practical side of things, as well as balancing out your rest. Okay. But when you don't achieve so much, it really stresses you out. It's like you have this plan. I need to achieve A, B, and C, and D, and E, and F every day. And if I don't do that, if I only achieve A and B, then I've really let myself down. And then that becomes that, turmoil going on. So be careful about that, Aries. That could be a losing game that you play with yourself. Okay. Now, the 2 of Wands, this is talking about you moving towards something that's actually going to be a little bit more indulgent, as well as balanced out with some work, really mastering something, okay? Now, this will also provide you with an opportunity to achieve more and achieve at a different level, so opening up the world to you, which is really fantastic. Now, let's go through and clarify some of these cards and get some more details here. We're going to clarify the jumper first, which is the 4 of Swords. Tell me more about the 4 of Swords. Why is the 4 of Swords here for Aries? Why is the 4 of Swords here for Aries? Okay. The 4 of Swords is clarified by the 4 of Pentacles, the 4 of Cups, the Hierophant, and the undercard is the 3 of Cups. Okay. So what this is talking about is a need to actually rest and get better balance. Please don't reject any love offers or offers of affection. No, I mean that within reason, obviously, say no, you hold those boundaries. But if someone, a family or a friend wants to do something nice for you, they can see like, look, Aries, I can see that you're really working really hard. You seem like you're a little bit stressed. How about I just make dinner for you, just to make that a little bit easier for you? You don't have to work so hard. Would you like a loan? Would you like me to do some babysitting for you? Would you like me to buy you dinners? What can I do to make your life a little bit easier and show you that you are loved? Because I can see that you need rest. I can see that you're burnt out. I see you. Now, this is also talking about there's an acknowledgement in September about your need to rest prior to getting involved in something very serious. Now, something serious would be pertaining to a marriage, a work situation, a contract, something that's binding that will bring happiness and celebration, but it is going to be a serious energy. So you need to rest before you launch yourself into that, Aries, okay? Which is very exciting, but you want to go into that energy very fresh and, very Aries energy, because Aries are naturally energized, okay? So we're going to clarify the 2 of Wands. Tell me more about the 2 of Wands here, please. Why is the 2 of Wands here, please? Why is the 2 of Wands here, please? Now, 2 of Wands is clarified by the Emperor, the 8 of Swords, the Star, and the 4 of Pentacles. So not only do we have another double clarification here, okay, so this is the 8 of Swords coming up twice for you. We actually have an energy, and this is the 4 of Pentacles here again. So the 2 of Wands is talking about either you or a situation around you is needing to move on, but something is blocking it. There is a block by someone who's being really inflexible about a situation or a way of looking at something. Someone's not being flexible about how to approach something or fix something or move something forward. So a different approach is what's required in order to bring balance and healing to the situation, so there isn't so much of a trauma and stress on someone's shoulders, okay? So whoever this is, there is needing to be balance and actually flexibility in approach to this, okay? Now, you're going to have to be very strategic. So you've got the King of Swords here. The King of Swords is talking about the need to really be analytical, yes, but be analytical with a purpose, okay? You are a fire sign. You should not live in the air sign energy. This is not where you're comfortable. This is not going to be good for you long term, but it has its place when you have a situation you need to deal with. Deal with it, plan with it, and then move forward forward. So why is the King of Swords here? Why is the King of Swords here for Aries? Okay, so the King of Swords here is like, seriously, you're moving on from something. You're done with something and you're being very analytical and really pushing forward with that cutting energy. I'm going to be logical. I'm going to be communicative. I'm going to communicate how I'm going to do this, and I'm done, okay? The reason I say I'm done because it's very harsh energy with the King of Swords energy. It's not a bad thing, but it's final. You know, it's final. It's cutting through the bullshit. And then you've got the Death card coming through to clarify, and then the Three of Wands and the Six of Swords and the Knight of Cups. So what this is referring to is there is a need to finalize something and actually get it done in order to move on and move from rough waters to smoother waters and actually feel a little bit more fulfilled, closer to that sense of fulfillment, because you're done mucking around with this cycle that it has been going on. So you must make sure that you are not putting yourself into a situation that's self-sacrificial anymore. It's like you're really being very discerning with this energy, okay, Aries? So let's clarify the Nine of Cups. Very cheeky energy there, very indulgent energy. I love that. Mischief maker, but very good way. Why is the Knight of Cups here for Aries? Why is the Knight of Cups here for Aries? Why is the Knight of Cups here for Aries? Now, the Knight of Cups is clarified by the Justice, the Five of Wands, the Six of Wands, and the Six of Cups. Now, this is quite literally you looking at something from the past. Do I need to go back and have some indulgent energy from the past? And really kind of enjoying your victory and overcoming a challenge, okay? So you're going to celebrate and you're going to really enjoy that celebratory energy because you have dealt with something quite serious, something quite official and legally binding one way or the other, make or break, which is very good, okay? So be careful also out there if you're traveling in a car, or you may even be looking at perhaps getting a little bit cheeky with a lead foot. So be careful. That could quite literally be you're in the middle of a celebration and then you get a ticket for speeding, okay? So be careful with that, Aries. Doesn't sound like any Aries I know, but yeah, be careful about that. So the Eight of Pentacles is the next card we're going to clarify. Why is the Eight of Pentacles here, please? Why is the Eight of Pentacles here, please? Why is the Eight of Pentacles here for Aries? Oh, we have a jumper. The need to defend. I knew this would come up for you. I knew this would come up. At the beginning of the reading, I said that there would be a need to defend. So, oh, snap. The need to defend, a defensive energy, and then this is your jumper. Oh, please, Aries, please be careful. Please be careful, because you may literally have to defend yourself in court if you're not careful about something. So hopefully I'm not speaking to any Aries out there and I'm completely wrong on this. But for those of you who are needing to defend something or a situation or a formal agreement, please be careful, okay? So the Eight of Pentacles is clarified by the Three of Cups, the Queen of Swords, and the Chariot, along with the Seven of Wands, and your jumper was the Justice. So what this is talking about is you mastering something while you're celebrating things and you're being quite discerned. Again, you know, you're being really decisive in decision making, but this also is talking about you not taking no for an answer, you being the inspired warrior in order to defend something that you're ready to own, really ready to own a situation, own an action, own moving forward, okay? Now, the last card we're going to do for you, Aries, is actually looking at and clarifying the World card, okay? So the World card, why is the World card here for Aries? Why is the World card here for Aries? Why is the World card here for Aries? We have yet another jumper, two jumpers, okay? So the World card is clarified by the Wheel of Fortune, the Moon, and the Knight of Swords, as well as the Hierophant, okay? So the next two cards that were actually the jumpers on the World card was the Strength and the Seven of Swords. I was just looking because I thought the Seven of Swords had shown up. It wasn't for you. Now, this is talking about the need to hold your ground in order for you not to be so strategic. When you hold your ground and when you hold your boundaries firm, this is talking about you actually not having to be so strategic when you are comfortable in a situation that you put yourself in. So you wouldn't have to be strategizing if you are okay with the situation, if you get my drift. So the World card is clarified by the Wheel of Fortune, by the Moon, and the Knight of Swords, as well as the Hierophant. So this is literally talking about a situation that you're trying to move forward, you're ready to go, you're ready to grab the world with both hands, you need to do some quiet time soul searching before you move forward. And then you're really going to make this work for you. You're really going to dive in, you're going to make this work for you, and you're very excited about this new venture. Making sure you don't overwork yourself, Aries, okay? Making sure that you really do have that balance between that mental capacity as well as those feet on the ground energy, because you could find yourself a little bit burnt out, which is, no good for anyone. So that's what I have for you, September, Aries. Guys, good luck to you in September. I hope this all works out for you. Thank you so much for watching me, and sending you lots of love from my heart chakra to yours. If you'd like a personal reading, all the details in the description box below. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Sending you lots of love from mine to yours.